So, I live in Utah, and on July 24th we have a state holiday called Pioneer Day, where we celebrate the day the pioneers entered the Salt Lake Valley. They traveled for over 3 months and covered over 1,000 miles. So today, I want to talk about the coasters whose journeys seem to last forever. These are the 10 longest coasters in the world. Number 10. Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. The 10th longest coaster in the world is a lot of people's favorite ride. I haven't ridden it, but I wonder if it would beat out X2 and become my number 1 favorite ride. It looks like it's chock full of awesome airtime, and it keeps its steam through the whole ride, which is sort of insane because from lift to brakes it lasts almost a minute and a half, which is crazy. I mean, all the rides on this list are long, but this ride has quality length to it. I gotta commend RMC and Cedar Point for such an amazing job. Number 9. Desperado at Buffalo Bills Resort and Casino. Unlike Steel Vengeance, I don't know how much quality is packed into the length of Desperado, but it's tall and long, and it seems more janky than anything. I'm sure at least a couple of those hills have some airtime, and maybe the Helix pulls some decent forces, but it appears more uncomfortable than anything. Number 8. Incredicoaster at Disney's California Adventure. This is the one ride on this list I have actually ridden and I love it. I don't know why I love it so much, but the launch is actually pretty solid, and the ride is just fun. It's pretty smooth too, except ironically, the iconic loop. And even though it has over-the-shoulder restraints, they are over-the-shoulder restraints done right. I've never had any headbanging on this ride. The theme is also really fun, and even though it's not the most forceful, it does last basically forever. Incredicoaster gets a lot of hate, but not from me. Number 7. The Voyage at Holiday World. This one is definitely a bucket list coaster for me. I mean, most of these are bucket list coasters, but this one especially. Remember how I love wooden coasters? This gigantic, lasts forever, terrain, out and back, airtime based one looks the most awesome. I can't see how you could go wrong with this ride. Number 6. Millennium Force at Cedar Point. Cedar Point strikes again. I guess they do like breaking records. The tallest and fastest ride on Earth? Let's build it. That's how we got Millennium Force. A lot of people find this ride boring, and yeah, maybe it doesn't use its 93 miles an hour to their full potential, but it's gotta be fun flying through 6,600 feet of track in just over a minute. That's an average speed of 75 miles an hour. An average speed. That's just insane. Number 5. Fury 325 at Carowinds. Here's B&M's one and only coaster on this list. This is another ride that just tops many people's credit lists. It simply depends on the experience you want. If you want a long ride with a variety of floater airtime hills and turns, this is the ride for you. Maybe not for me, but it does sound pretty awesome. What more can I say? Number 4. Fujiyama at Fuji-Q Highland. Togo strikes again, and this ride is weird. It almost looks like a cross between a huge wooden coaster and Millennium Force. It's just got a lot of straight or slightly banked airtime hills, but also some overbanks and low-to-the-ground turns. It does look to be an interesting ride, and it lasts a long time with a lot of speed. I just don't know what to say about it. Intamin and RMC working together, both drunk? Oh wait, Togo. Number 3. Formula Rosa at Ferrari World Abu Dhabi. This Intamin accelerator is the world's fastest coaster. You have to wear safety goggles to even ride it. And it's gotta do something with all that speed, hence the 6,800 feet of track. It's mostly just a bunch of huge turns and drawn out hills, but it's gotta be crazy to go 150 miles an hour. Number 2. The Beast at Kings Island. Imagine flying through the forest on 7,400 feet of wooden track at 65 miles an hour. I mean, I don't know that it really has a great layout, but it's more about the experience. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that the night ride is absolutely the best there is. You're flying through the deep forest, after all, completely disconnected from the outside world, except for, of course, the 7,400 feet of wooden track that take you back. And now, the gigantic double helix to end the ride. Just tell me this isn't a world-class attraction. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for, but also we know off the top of our heads, number 1, Steel Dragon 2000 at Nagashima Spotland. We started this list with Steel Vengeance and are ending it with Steel Dragon 2000. How fitting. And Millennium Force opened in 2000, same as this. I wonder how many connections I could draw between this ride and other Cedar Point coasters. But anyway, just watching the POV, you wouldn't really realize that this is the world's longest coaster. It's just a giga coaster with a couple Airtime Thrills and a figure 8 turnaround and more Airtime Hills. Kinda reminds me of Magnum, but with better profiling. But I bet it has good airtime like Magnum. I think I would really like this ride if I ever get the chance to ride it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I suppose if and when Falcon's Flight opens at Six Flags Qiddiya, it will shatter these rides in length. But let me know what your thoughts are on this list and on Falcon's Flight, and then go have a coaster adventure.